Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot. Welcome to your weekly All Signs Tarot reading. I am looking at the week of November 10th through to about the 16th, 2025. And as always, I'm starting with Aries, going all the way through to Pisces. All of the timestamps will be listed down below. They do not work until after the premiere. All right, let's get started. I do want to say welcome to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. All right, what does Aries have coming up for this week, November 10th through to about the 16th? Judgment just flew right out. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Aries. All right, the Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the Wheel, Five of Cups, Nine of Wands. Overall energy, Aries, the Five of Pentacles. And we have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So that may be an air sign that you're dealing with, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Or, of course, this could be your energy. For some of you, I feel like with the Five of Pentacles as the overall energy and this King of Swords here, you're definitely looking at the numbers. You're maybe looking at your bank account. Aries this week has something paid off. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. I definitely am getting some sort of disappointment, but I'm also getting you putting a stop to something. So if you made an investment and it's not paying off, I see you stopping that. So you're not going to invest anymore. You're going to pull out of something. For some of you Aries, this is you making a very quick decision, but it could be with something that you thought about for a long time. So I'm getting that, and then I'm also seeing something from the past return, which we do have Mercury retrograde. This is the last one of the year. So Mercury's retrograde. The past does tend to come up. For some of you, you could be settling something, some sort of past matter. You could be settling that. But I'm really seeing here like you putting a stop to something. Something's not working, or you don't want to invest anymore into something. I'm seeing you take like a hard look at the numbers, at your finances for many of you. If something is costing a lot of money. And for some of you, I mean, this may have something to do with your kids. So it could even be like your kids' schooling or something like that. If something's costing a lot of money, you may cut ties with that. Or take those steps to improve the situation. So take those action steps to reach out to maybe people, to get advice, to learn something new. For other Aries, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and then you've got the King of Cups here with the Four of Pentacles. So maybe some of you could be dealing with a water sign. You could be dealing with a couple of masculine energies. Others maybe are dealing with a water sign or somebody who comes off as a water sign. But we've got the King of Cups with the Four of Pentacles here. You could be dealing with like a very stubborn individual, someone who's like very set in their ways. They don't like change. So maybe you're talking to them about making a change, or I'm getting some sort of increase. So again, you're looking at the books, you're looking at the numbers. And with this Five of Pentacles, there's a feeling of lack. So what I'm getting here with Judgment being the first card out, Judgment followed by the Knight of Swords, is you're taking a hard look, looking at something, and you're doing something with this energy. So something is lacking, and so you're going to fix this or try to change this. But this is making a decision. For those of you where you have like someone or something coming back around with Judgment, the Six of Cups, the Wheel, this is something coming back around. Or like now is the time for this like reevaluation. There's something like that. And so, yeah, I'm really seeing like something draining here, like something going down the drain. But then you've got the Nine of Wands here. So this is you blocking, could be blocking like your wallet, putting a blockage up. If something's draining you financially, like you putting a stop to that. I see you protecting yourself financially, that's for sure. For some of you, this can be you protecting yourself emotionally. So King of Swords and then King of Cups. For those of you where this is a relationship, you don't want to get hurt anymore. Maybe a relationship is lacking. So this could be a time where you're considering like moving on. Do you make this work? Do you work on this? Or do you move on? So very interesting reading. We will look at this Five of Pentacles for Aries. Five of Pentacles, which you do have a couple of fives, you have a couple of nines. Yeah, we got the Nine of Swords. So maybe something is a nightmare with the Nine of Swords. Some of you are really worried about money, which that is something I am seeing. A lot of people are worried right now. So with the Nine of Swords, maybe some of you need to reach out, maybe to a King of Swords. This could be someone that is in a position to maybe help you, Aries, but definitely vent. Some of you are maybe holding a lot back emotionally, like not venting, and I think it would help if you do vent. Yeah, because you're the Magician, so you can make change. And I think that with Judgment being the first card out, Aries, you're realizing that. So you're realizing that, you know, you have a hand to play and that you can make some moves here and create change. If you don't like the way something is going, you can do something about it. All right, what is the additional guidance for Aries, please, for this week? For those of you that are working at night, or if you're lacking in the sleep department, you just want to definitely be careful here. Take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Don't overdo it. Aries. Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel guides your creativity. So with that Magician, you definitely have some creative energy with you this week. And, you know, Mercury's retrograde. The past can come up. For some of you, this is a time for you to look very closely at something. If it's draining you financially, if it's draining you mentally, emotionally, you can do something about that. You can create change. Beautiful souls, you inspire and uplift others. All right, let's get you guidance on the love front for Aries for this week. Passion. All right, so we've got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And then we've got heart-to-heart conversations here as well. So maybe you're sitting down with someone. Could be talking about the past. If you feel alone or abandoned, some of you could be opening up and telling someone that you feel that way. All right, we got Virgo and Sagittarius. All right, Aries, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taurus, what does Taurus have coming up for this week? Taurus, what does Taurus have coming up for this week, please? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taurus. November 10th through to about the 16th. All right, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, the Fool, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, Page of Cups, High Priestess. Overall energy, Taurus is the Devil. All right. Interesting reading with the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Some of you Taurians are feeling stuck with something here this week, and it's just a weekly reading with the Devil. Yeah, so I'm reading for some Taurians, you're feeling stuck in limbo. Some of you may feel like you're being controlled. with this energy. Yeah. The Hanged Man, 5 of Swords, yeah. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. So this could be at work or school. King of Pentacles, Temperance. So what I'm getting here with this Taurus is you're trying to work with someone. You are like trying. Some of you are trying to be flexible. You're trying to work with someone. Maybe you're trying to work with someone who's like very controlling. Yeah, this is my headache card in this deck. You've got the 5 of Swords. So, I mean, there could be some drama, some stuff going on. I'm definitely seeing some Taurians like pulling back your energy here if something feels toxic, unhealthy, some sort of situation. I do see you like disconnecting, pulling back. If you feel like used or taken advantage of, anything like that, I see you pulling back. You also could be looking at, for those Taurians that have been looking at a situation like very negatively, that could be changing. So I'm seeing a change here. This could be after you do some research or you talk to someone. I'm definitely seeing communication. But yeah, I'm also reading for some Taurians where this is you saying no. This is you rejecting something that's on offer. So you've got the Devil as the overall. You've got the 4 of Cups here. What I'm really getting with this and the Page of Swords, you're telling someone no, you're not interested. Maybe you feel like you're giving too much here in this situation. Like you've been trying to be flexible and yet maybe now you're starting to feel like you're being taken advantage of or used or something mistreated with this energy, or something's just too much of a headache. And so, yeah, for some Taurians, that's what I'm getting with this. This is a no. This is a rejection. Yes, it's a general reading, so you could feel rejected, but that's not really what I'm getting at all. I'm seeing this from your perspective as you rejecting someone or something. Now, if you have kids, this could definitely be something with your kids. You have a couple of pages here. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, first card out. So it could be something with your children, something with family. If something feels too risky. So I am reading for some Taurians where if something feels too risky, or with this energy, honestly, like too crazy. If something just seems like it's too much, too crazy, yeah, you're saying no to this. And for those of you that are feeling controlled or extra controlled, you're a Taurus. So you're a fixed earth sign. You definitely don't like to feel controlled whatsoever. You don't like to feel tied down, any of that. And so, yeah, with this Hanged Man and this 4 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Fool, I'm reading for some Taurians where you're like breaking free, you're liberating yourself from this energy. And you definitely may go quiet here. You may like re-examine, which is something I just said for Aries. So I could be reading for some cuspers, but Mercury's retrograde. So I am seeing this. A lot of people like re-evaluating, re-examining, looking at the past. In this case, Taurus, I see you going within. If something is draining you, if it's bad for you, if it's limiting you, because this can be like a severe limitation. If something is limiting you, again, you're the bull. You're not going to like that. So This is you figuring out with this Page of Swords here, the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles. You're figuring out a way how to free yourself, or a family member. For those of you where this is something with family, you're figuring things out. That's really what I'm getting because of the Devil. So again, feeling limited, feeling controlled. If something's unhealthy, I feel like you're saying no. What is the Devil for Taurus, please? Which, you know, Taurus, Uranus just went retrograde back in your sign. This is the last time that Uranus is going to be in your sign for 84 years. So this is until April of next year. So April 2026. This could be very positive for you. There could be a lot of changes when it comes to finances, when it comes to home, business, stuff like that. A lot of shifts, a lot of changes. But also with your beliefs as well. Let me see. What is the Devil? The Sun, yeah. So if something is toxic, if something's not good for you, it's going to be highlighted. It's going to come to light. You're going to see it for what it is with this energy. If you've been doing something, Taurus, that's unhealthy, you're going to see that too. So however it resonates for you. This is also freedom. This is freedom here from the Devil. Yeah, which is this 10 of Rods here. This heavy load. Something that's been weighing on you, slowing you down perhaps even. What is the additional guidance for Taurus? Pisces may be significant. We've got Pisces, we've got Aries, but very, very strong Pisces here. Pisces and maybe Cancer. Let's see. You've got Archangel Raphael. Raphael helps you heal in mind, body, and spirit. So this is healing energy coming in for you, Taurus. For some of you, this could be you healing, absolutely, from that 10 of Rods. If something was wrong, something was a burden, you could be taking care of that. Angel warriors. Angels oversee your life and protect you. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you definitely have angels around you, Taurus. That's for sure. So if you need healing or if you need help with something, definitely speak up. All right, let's get you guidance on the love front for Taurus. We've got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And we've got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So for those Taurians that wanted to reconcile with somebody or wanted to reunite with somebody, that's not always necessarily romantic. You may have an opportunity for that this week. Let's see, who's Taurus dealing with? Taurus. You could be reuniting with another Taurus or dealing with another Taurus. And then we've got fire. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, Taurus. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Gemini. Two of Cups, first card out. Two of Cups, Four of Swords, Death, the Ace of Wands, Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, Queen of Wands. Overall energy, the Empress. Look at this. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right. A lot of feminine energy here, Gemini. So you definitely could be dealing with couple of feminine energies. Queen of Swords, maybe another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got the Queen of Wands here, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got the Empress as the overall energy. So feeling beautiful, feeling beautiful. This does represent fertility, abundance. The Empress is a 3. She represents growth. So yeah, something is growing. For some of you, it's multiple different things. You could be growing. Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands. It's a very nurturing energy. You could be nurturing yourself. I see that with the Four of Swords. So resting, maybe treating yourself, pampering yourself a little bit this week. This is that Venus energy. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Venus is in Scorpio right now. So yeah, beautiful energy. And then you've got this Queen of Swords here with the Seven of Wands. You have the King of Pentacles here. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. But yeah, this is you protecting your peace. You may feel like you live in a bubble or you want to live in a bubble. Sometimes I think, you know, that's a good thing. So yeah, this is all about like protecting your peace. With this Queen of Swords here, you definitely could be like cutting ties, really focused on like bettering yourself, also improving your health, going to the doctors, maybe eating better with this energy. I definitely see you resting, maybe catching up on your sleep. For those of you that are in a good place financially, because some of you are, Nine of Pentacles. I see you maybe going on vacation this week. You definitely could be taking a break. You and your person, if you're in a relationship, or maybe you and your mom, you and a feminine energy for some of you. You could be going somewhere. But you've got this strong energy of like death and then rebirth. So something ending, the way something was, the way that, you know, you were used to, something being, or even for some of you, your beliefs, something is changing, it's transforming. It'll never be the same with this energy, but it's very positive. You've got death and you've got the Tower here, but you've got very peaceful vibes. And I'm really feeling like for some of you, this is like divine, could be divine intervention, divine inspiration, definitely, but like a very passionate energy. So sometimes, you know, we do need the universe, spirit, to step in and guide us, to help us sometimes. So something could be happening. It could be the universe stepping in, you know, giving you a push, shaking things up, or something could be happening and it's inspiring you. So this is like a very passionate energy. Very, very passionate energy here. So yeah, you may be really motivated as far as creating change in your life. This, of course, could be pregnancy for some of you. I'm not really getting that a ton. For others, it may be marriage, commitment with the Hierophant. That could be what's changing, is this single status here. You have like a lot of single, independent energy here. But you've got death and you've got the Tower. So things are being shaken up here. And again, they're never going to be the same. So some of you are getting into a partnership. Some of you are meeting your person. Others, you could be getting married. But things are changing. And this is very positive. And I think that this is something you're very focused on. Something that makes you very happy. And honestly, there's nothing really I want to clarify here. It's a beautiful reading. Others, you could be planting a seed, letting go of one thing so something else can begin. The Empress is also unconditional love. So, yeah, you could be showing someone unconditional love. You could be forgiving someone with this energy. Others, loving yourself, loving life with this energy. What is the additional guidance for Gemini? What is the additional guidance? Let's see. Light of hope. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. So this card flew out. It landed on the floor. And I think that it resonates very much with your reading, with the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Very much so. The Hierophant is also here in the spread, which is representing your beliefs, your values. Achievement. Focus on what makes you victorious. So focus on the positive. Yeah, so have faith, have hope, stay positive. So that's important. And if you do that and you keep nurturing something, there's an achievement here. So really nice energy, Gemini. I wasn't expecting this. It's actually a beautiful reading. All right. What is the additional guidance on the love front for Gemini? You deserve love. You are lovable. So if you want love, definitely set that intention. Mercury's retrograde, so I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Someone from your past may show up, or you may have someone around you already, and maybe things are changing. So getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius. All right, but this definitely could be love because, again, You have this independent, single sort of vibe, and that's shifting. For some of you, you're getting into a relationship. All right, who is Gemini dealing with? Who's Gemini dealing with? We've got water, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and we've got Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you definitely have strong Taurus here. Taurus, Scorpio, possibly Aries, possibly Libra. All right, Gemini, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Cancer. Cancer, November 10th through the 16th. Cancer. There's your card. First card out, Cancer. Look at that, the Chariot. So travel definitely could be in the cards for some of you. Moving towards a new beginning. You've got the Fool, Eight of Cups, the Moon, the Lovers, Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the overall energy is the Nine of Cups. Well, look at this. All right, so I'm getting emotional abundance. For some of you, yes, you're turning your back on something that didn't make you feel that great. So I'm getting like an insecure sort of energy here with this, like maybe like an unstable situation, like not a solid relationship or living situation or job, something like that, something that had you maybe like on edge or feeling insecure. That's really just what I'm getting here with this. Like you're turning your back on that. For some of you, I see you leaving that energy behind. So you're moving forward maybe into like a more secure position. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is what you're leaving behind, this Five of Pentacles. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles here, the Hierophant, the Emperor. So maybe some of you were like working in like a lower level position, and now you're moving up into like a position of power. So yeah, for some of you, this is some career moves that you're making here. Leaving a job for a better job. Could be with a large company with the Hierophant. Just leaving like a very insecure energy behind. That's really what I'm getting. So yeah, make a wish. If you haven't already, make a wish. This is really positive energy. I see you moving forward. Here, down a new path. You could be taking a chance. The Chariot, the Fool, for those of you that are taking a chance. Yeah, just stay positive. Have the best intentions. Stay positive. Believe in yourself. This is really nice energy. And with the 9 of Cups, yeah, this is a wish card. It's also you feeling proud of yourself. For some of you, I mean, this is you just feeling proud. It's you being happy. This is emotional fulfillment. 8 of Cups and the Moon. So again, like turning your back on maybe a path that was scary or something. You're leaving something behind for something better. That's what I'm getting here with this. For others, you know, maybe you went through some things in life. You could have went through things with your partner. You and your person could have went through something together. For some of you, this is you maybe like overcoming some like marital problems, relationship problems. Now you're coming out on the other side. Better than ever, stronger than ever. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting here with this. I mean, for some Cancers, you could have dealt with a person or a relationship that was like, maybe it was progressing very slowly, and maybe this person could have kind of left you hanging, or you didn't know where you stood with them, something like that. Now, maybe you're meeting someone else. You could be meeting an emperor. You could be meeting someone else. So you could, again, be leaving a path, leaving a situation that wasn't the best. It was not ideal for something better. 5 of Pentacles. Oh yeah, this can be a job change for sure. Definitely. Leaving this energy. So 10 of Swords, King of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Yeah, for some of you, this is you moving into like a new job, a new role, a new position. Maybe your business. For a few of you, this can be like your business, a project that you're working on, something not working out, but you're like on to the next. So I don't see you grieving this. 5 of Pentacles, yeah, there could be a lack here. There could be a feeling of lack, a lack financially, could be a lack of confidence. Something could have knocked your confidence. Can be a little bit of depression here I'm getting with this. You've got the 8 of Cups and the Moon. But other than that, which, you know, it's a general reading, so you have to take what resonates and leave the rest. Other Cancers, I mean, you're like on to the next, literally. Chariot, Fool. Some of you stepping into your power here, feeling more empowered, feeling more stable, moving into like a more stable energy or a more stable situation. Could be meeting someone. For those of you where this is on the relationship front, I mean, this can be you meeting someone. Maybe you were dealing with someone who was younger and now you're going to be dealing with someone who's older. It definitely could be a situation like that. You could be dealing with an earth sign. But you've got the Hierophant, you've got the Emperor. You've got the Lovers, so a decision is needed here. Do you move forward with the Chariot? You could be looking at a couple of different paths, you know, perhaps the path that you've been on, and then, of course, the new path. So which way do you go, Cancer? But I do see you letting go of something. Emotionally, definitely letting go. What is the 8 of Cups for Cancer? Maybe for some of you, your beliefs are changing. So you may have had like the wrong ideas. Wrong ideas. This can be your beliefs changing. So if you've been going round and round with somebody, this is you changing course. So if you've been going round and round with someone, that's no more. This can be you finding like emotional contentment, like within yourself, your life. Yeah, letting go of something here. It's a turning point. And because you're doing that, you're maybe opening new doors. Yeah, new is coming in. New energy. A new path opening up. For some of you, you're taking a chance. All right, additional guidance for Cancer. Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel guides your creativity. I believe Aries had this. I could be wrong. But working with Archangel Gabriel. Also creative energy here for you to move forward down this new path. Ooh, and Archangel Michael. Look at that. Michael provides protection and strength. So you are protected as you move forward down this path. What is the guidance for Cancer on the love front? All right, we've got, it is safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And deception. So maybe that is what you're turning your back on. Maybe someone was wearing a mask. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. All right, who is Cancer dealing with? We've got Aquarius and Virgo. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Leo, what do they have coming up for this week, please, Leo? All right, Leo, first card out is the King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 5 of Wands, the Tower, the Devil, the 10 of Cups, overall energy 9 of Wands. Interesting. Okay. I'm getting a couple of different stories. So does someone keep like trying with something like over and over again and it's not working? This week though, there could be an argument, so be careful of that. 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, especially if you're a Leo that feels like boxed in or trapped, limited in some way. You're a fixed sign, fixed fire. So, I mean, you're not about that. Not at all. You don't want to feel boxed in or limited. Not at all. Eight of Swords can be you worrying unnecessarily. So for some of you Leos, there could be something that you're worried about. Just be careful of paranoia, because you've got the Nine of Wands here as the overall energy. So this feels a little bit, which is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. This feels a little bit like paranoia. So Nine of Wands, overall energy. You've got the Eight of Swords, the Devil, the Nine of Swords. For some of you Leos, you could be petrified of something. Like really, really worried about like the worst case scenario. For some of you, something bad happening. Yeah, like really worried about your family, worried about your home, worried about your legacy. This is a lot of fear. And fear is an illusion. So this is you being strong. Now, maybe you've been wounded. This is the Wounded Warrior card. So you've already gone through so much, Leo. So this is you persevering. You're not quitting. You're not giving up. Don't let your fears prevent you from moving forward or distract you in any way, really. Distract you from moving towards a goal, reaching a goal. This is a lot of fear for some of you. There may be a decision that you have to make. So for some of you, I'm getting crossroads. You're at a crossroads. You don't know if you should go right or left. You don't know. You don't know if you should stay on the current path. Some of you are scared of change. Some of you are worried about, like, what if you choose wrong? Stuff like that. But you've got a couple of twos here. So Two of Wands, Two of Cups. So this may have something to do with a partnership. Could be business. All right, Leo, so I'm getting a number of different things with this. It is a general reading, though. Some of you are really worried about a relationship, worried about maybe letting go of someone. Letting go of a path or an option. You may feel like if you do, that this could be, you know, like a big loss or potential loss, something like that. But you definitely want to pick and choose your battles with this energy. So Five of Wands, the Tower. You've got the Devil. So yeah, you want to pick and choose your battles. Somebody could be angry. You could be angry, so that could be what you're thinking about. So if you're angry and, you know, in the heat of the moment, you say something or do something or maybe end a relationship or whatever it is, for some of you, that's what you're worried about. Like this being over, or, you know, did I just ruin my chances, or something like that. But Five of Wands, the Tower, the Devil, that could be, for other Leos, a person or people around you. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. That could be family, friends, your community. You may have people around you that honestly are not like the best energies. So maybe that's because they're controlling, or maybe that's because they're greedy, or maybe, you know, they believe the worst. You know, maybe you don't share the same beliefs. Whatever it is, This could be the enemy. Maybe some of you are dealing with a person or people that, you know, you clash with. So you're not like BFFs with these people. So yeah, for some of you, it's maybe like a community or a work environment or something like that. Something is negative. So maybe people are like trying to trigger you, Leo, this week. And this 9 of Wands is you creating a very strong boundary. It's you shutting people, energies out. Don't let these people or these energies get to you with the 9 of Swords. Don't let them like interrupt your sleep or mess with your mind. This really does feel like someone or multiple people like trying to upset you or trying to make you worry unnecessarily here. That's really what I'm getting with this, like someone trying to upset you or fear the worst, you know? So I don't know if they're acting a certain type of way or, but they have you all up in your head worried that you made the wrong decision or thinking about the future. So it could be, for some of you, I mean, it could be a Capricorn. You've got the devil here. So it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. That's a possibility. Could be someone that you're married to or someone that you were married to. You have a family with this person. Could also be a family member, someone you live with, or someone who lives around you. So you want to avoid conflict. You definitely want to avoid conflict this week. Mercury's retrograde, so there definitely could be misunderstandings. You definitely want to block out any sort of negativity. For some of you, this does feel like maybe like a neighbor that you're not getting along with. Maybe they're doing things or suggesting things. Whatever they're doing, it's like making you worried. Or maybe other Leos, you know, maybe you live near like a shady character, something like that. Let me see. What is the devil for Leo? So yeah, I see you very protective with this 9 of Wands. This is you standing your ground. Could be putting a fence up. For those of you where it's a situation with neighbors, this definitely could be you putting a fence up. I think that that's a great idea. But let me see, what is the devil? All right, King of Cups. So this could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces person that you're dealing with. Somebody around you may have an issue. That could be an addiction. Let me see, what is the Tower? Somebody also may do something when they're under the influence. So if it is something with a neighbor, let's say you're like outside, you're walking your dog or you're doing something outside and a neighbor just randomly starts popping off, you know, maybe they're under the influence. So keep that in mind. You don't want to stir the pot. You don't want like a big scene with the Tower. That can be like massive chaos and a big scene. So yeah, if you don't want that, that's why we have readings. You can see this and you can avoid this energy. But what is the Tower? For others, it could be something at work or school with the 8 of Pentacles, something you do on the daily. So yeah, for some of you, maybe your daily routine is getting disturbed. But needing to stay positive, you got the Star, so needing to stay positive. Here, This is healing energy around this situation. What is the additional guidance for Leo? What is the additional guidance? Step into the unknown. Curiosity keeps us heading down new paths, so take a chance. So this is saying step into the unknown. Take a chance. So that is with a new beginning that maybe feels scary. Maybe there is a lot of competition around like a new job. But this is saying, you know, go after your dreams anyways. Don't lose faith. Stay positive. Release, let go, and focus on what is positive and uplifting. Yeah, so this is really all about your mindset. So needing to stay positive, have faith. Some of you are starting something new. What is the guidance on the love front? True love, this is the romance of a lifetime, and then yes, this is your soulmate. So true love and soulmate. So some of you may be partnered. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I mean, you definitely may be partnered. This could be an argument with a spouse. And so again, pick and choose your battles. Is something worth it? All right, who is Leo dealing with? Who's Leo dealing with? We've got Taurus and then fire. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, Leo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Virgo. Virgo, what does Virgo have coming up for this week? Virgo. You also have the 10 of Pentacles, and it just jumped right out. Virgo. The moon, the star, the chariot, King of Swords, the Hermit, the Devil, the Two of Cups. Overall energy is the 5 of Swords. All right, so I'm seeing the Devil card come out a lot. Quite a few of the other signs have had the Devil, so I will clarify that. You also have the 4 of Cups. This can be rejection for some of you, especially if you're feeling defeated, if you feel played. Like someone was messing with you, you're not having it no more. So I am reading for some Virgos where you could be rejecting someone, or maybe you feel rejected by someone and you're out. You're out. The Chariot, the Star, the Hermit, the Moon, you're out. That's really what I'm getting with this. So yeah, no matter how you resonate, if you feel played, maybe some of you were even dealing with a narcissist. But yeah, if you feel played, or you're just sick of something, something is turning toxic, it's giving you a headache with the Five of Swords. You're not having it anymore. Four of Cups, bored with something. Judgment. There may be a realization here. Six of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Okay. So for those of you where this is on the love front, or a friendship, a partnership, for a couple of you, I feel like once you like decide to move forward, once you distance yourself from a person, a situation, somebody may turn around and like try to win you back or something like that. So maybe someone was stingy with their energy prior and now they sense that you're like pulling away. And so now they want to give. It's something like that. There's some sort of manipulation going on here. So be careful of that. You may be dealing with a Capricorn, a Cancer, an Aquarius, a Virgo. But we've got this like ear energy here. For some of you, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, strong Cancer as well. So Cancer may be significant. You've got the Ten of Pentacles with the Moon. So first two cards out. Yeah, for some Virgos, I'm getting this feeling of like you feeling played with. Like your emotions were played with. Some of you may feel like defeated or yeah, just like, you know, something's a headache. You can't take it anymore. This could be a family situation, could be a marriage. With the Hermit here, with the Hermit, I'm reading for some Virgos where you just don't want to do something any longer. You're bored with it, so you're pulling back your energy. And for some of you, you're physically distancing yourself. You could be going somewhere. You could be going to visit family. You could be traveling to kind of escape the situation, the person. You've got the King of Swords marrying the Two of Cups here. So for some of you, you may be partnered with an air sign. But yeah, this is healing. This really feels like for some of you Virgos, this is you needing to heal, especially those of you that feel played with. Definitely needing to pull back and separate yourself from this. What may help some of you is maybe, you know, if you haven't, which I think a lot of people have nowadays, but not everybody, but if you have not maybe looked at like your birth chart, maybe, yeah, like looked into yourself, and in your personal like birth chart, anything like that, at this time, you know, this may be a good time. If you haven't looked at like your spouse's birth chart, or, you know, if you are having an issue with a family member, if you have not looked at maybe theirs, this may be a good time to do that, to dive a little deeper here when it comes to something. Let me see, what is the Devil? This feels like some sort of deception or even like manipulation with the Devil, the Five of Swords, and the Moon. So we've got the King of Pentacles. This is strong Capricorn. Some of you are dealing with the Capricorn. We also, the Six of Rods fly out. What is the Five of Swords? Yeah, a nightmare situation that maybe is making you lose sleep. But you've got the Chariot and the Star here. So this is you jumping in your chariot and you're out and you're moving forward optimistically, which is great. What is the Moon? Eight of Wands. That's going to be an energy shift. Yeah, there's going to be an energy shift here. You could be doing something very loudly, but that's going to depend on when you feel like it's the right time. Maybe someone owes you money. For some of you, this could be a situation with money. Someone may owe you money, or you're worried about money. There may be something going on with a car. You need more information about a trip, or more information when it comes to a vehicle, a car situation. Could also be a family situation, something with like an inheritance or assets, anything like that. This is you needing clarity. Maybe needing to seek out advice from like a professional, so a lawyer for some of you. But let's get you an additional guidance card for Virgo. We've got new beginnings. Something new begins today. Embrace the possibilities. And then hidden treasures. Bring your creative ideas and hidden talents to life. Present your gifts to the world. So new beginnings, and then hidden treasures. So you may find something out, or maybe something went wrong in the past. So, you know, you can move in this direction. Maybe you're seeing like the silver lining, or you're connecting the dots, something like that. Something could be like a hidden blessing, a blessing in disguise for some of you. What is the guidance for Virgo on the love front? We've got forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. All right. Let's see. Who's Virgo dealing with? Who is Virgo dealing with? We've got Aries and Leo. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Libra. Justice, first card out. Wow, look at this, Libra. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. Knight of Cups. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. Five of Swords. Six of Cups. Overall energy, Nine of Cups. So who else had the Nine of Cups in this position? Was it Cancer? I don't know if it was Cancer or Leo. So definitely watch your other signs. But you've got the Wish card as the overall energy for the week. So this is emotional abundance. Could be a wish. Yeah, look at that. The Sun. Beautiful. This is success. It's winning. For some of you, there's a big energy shift coming. This is happiness, acceptance, like feeling accepted. For some of you, maybe a Leo is significant. Queen of Pentacles. This is success. Seven of Swords, the Fool, Six of Pentacles. All right, so there's some good news coming in. For some of you, maybe you didn't see this coming, so maybe you were feeling a little defeated, feeling like this was never going to happen. Yeah, for some of you, there's good news coming in. Could be legal. Very first card that came out is Justice. So for some of you, this is legal news. Maybe you had like a lawsuit that's been like ongoing or something like that. And maybe you were like really starting to feel like defeated, or just like the whole situation is a headache. But this is Justice coming in. Justice, first card out. For some of you, I'm seeing an offer being turned down. But this definitely may have been like a past offer. So for those of you where it is like a legal battle or some sort of legal situation, you know, maybe you were offered something and you turned it down, because I'm really getting some of you Librans like playing hardball. And so you definitely could have told someone, you know, you're not interested in that. For some of you, definitely you're aiming high, which is good. And this is acceptance. So if somebody is like coming back to the table, coming forward with a better offer, I am definitely reading for some Librans where you're accepting this. You could be the person accepting this. You also could be the person who's extending this. You're a Libra. So for some of you, you know, maybe you work in the legal field. Maybe you're an attorney for some of you. But yeah, this definitely feels like something being accepted. The energy is moving forward. This is you protecting yourself, protecting your peace. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. Some of you Librans, you are playing a win. Again, aiming high, playing a win. There could be a child or children that are significant with the Six of Cups. For For others, this could be news, work related. If you have a business in particular, like some sort of online business, or you work like in the public eye, this is exposure. This can be really good for your business. The Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment, but it's also, it's abundance in different forms. So that is material for some of you. It's your cups runneth over. With this energy, I mean, I'm definitely reading for some Librans where you're feeling really good. You stood your ground with something, you didn't back down with something, and now you're seeing like a positive outcome. Others, you definitely may have turned down some sort of offer, or if you have an ex, for those of you where it's on the love front, this can be an ex, a past person that is reaching out to you, and you're just saying no, you're over it. I'm definitely reading for some Librans where you're very happy right now. You're happy in your life, single or not, you're happy, and this could be you telling someone to get lost, basically, with this energy. So yeah, it's a very positive reading. Yeah, there's nothing I want to clarify. Everything is good here. This is even a strategy paying off. All right, let's get you an additional guidance card. For Libra, what is the additional guidance? Believe in yourself and follow your dreams. Believe in yourself and perfect timing. Divine timing ordained by the angels is never too late or too early. So this is the perfect time to do something. It is the perfect time to settle something, especially something that has already been ongoing, something you've already been dealing with. Now Mercury's retrograde, so for some of you it is a good time to like tie up loose ends, or to, you know, move forward with things that you had already begun prior. And this is definitely something legal for some of you. So we've got flirt, we've got finances and career, so maybe some of you are meeting someone at work. But what is the additional guidance on the love front for Libra? This could be the one, and trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, and you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So love is coming in. I'm definitely reading for some Librans where there's someone around you already. Maybe this person is just an acquaintance, or maybe they're a friend. Maybe they have trust issues. Maybe you have trust issues. You may work with this person or go to school with this person. Yeah, maybe you've been waiting for this person. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, some of you definitely dealing with divine timing. Maybe someone is interested in you, Libra, and you just had no clue. So they could be doing something this week. They may ask you out, but if they're not asking you out, they may flirt with you, they may try to help you, they may give you something. Maybe they're just giving you a lot of attention, but there's going to be definitely hints. You're definitely going to see that somebody is interested in you. All right, who is Libra dealing with? We've got Aquarius and we've got Taurus. All right, Libra, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign Scorpio, November 10th through the 16th, 2025. Scorpio. All right, happy birthday, Scorpio, if you happen to have a birthday this week. All right, let's see what you have coming up, Scorpio. You've got Temperance and the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the Chariot, 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Overall energy is the Magician, which I think you guys had the Magician recently. So I don't know if it was a weekly or maybe it was your monthly. I believe I got the Magician for you guys recently. So this energy is definitely with you. This creative energy when it comes to planting new seeds with the 7 of Pentacles, planting seeds or making some changes, doing things different. You've got, let me see. You've got 3 7s here. So 777. Maybe that is significant for you. 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the Hermit, Death, the Sun, the Tower. Some of you are waiting on moving forward. There's something you really want. You are manifesting this, but maybe you're a little impatient. Great change is coming in. Yeah, I really feel like I'm just reading for some Scorpios where you're like maybe starting to get impatient. Yeah, you are manifesting. You've got the Magician. So you have everything you need when it comes to you moving forward. But you've also got the 8 of Cups here. 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands, the Chariot. For some of you, you may need to turn your back on whatever's no longer serving you. So If that's like negative beliefs, whatever it is, for some, you could be changing the way that you think, or your focus is shifting. Maybe you had a lot of distractions around you, or you had like the wrong ideas, but things are changing. So Seven of Pentacles energy can be you like re-evaluating or re-examining your beliefs, or really could be anything. And you're turning your back on whatever is no longer serving you so you can create that space and manifest something new. This is you maybe looking at your options as far as like moving house, changing jobs. Yeah. Just don't let, for some of you, I don't know if you work in like a very competitive field or environment, but I'm seeing like a lot of distractions. So yeah, you're gonna have to like stay focused here. And you know, maybe people or someone, a person, somebody could be saying something to try to get under your skin. You definitely may want to pull back and distance yourself from that. You've got Temperance with a 9 of Swords. So yeah, this is you balancing your thoughts. This is you like managing your fears, insecurities. If there was like any sort of like regret around a situation, you could be trying to let all of that go, like all of that emotional baggage. Again, you're letting go here, so you can move forward. The Chariot, the Four of Wands, moving into like a more stable energy. This is very like unstable here. Scattered, unstable, kind of all over the place. Maybe you were working a job that had you going here, there, and everywhere for some of you. Maybe you didn't feel secure in that position. Some of you may have been working at night and losing sleep. Something was out of balance. And so this week, I think you're trying to definitely restore balance here. That's really what I'm getting. But let's take a look at this Five of Wands for Scorpio. Look at that. So somebody may have like the wrong idea about something. Looking at the Five of Wands, we've got the Seven of Cups. So this is illusion, delusion, confusion. So either maybe you're not seeing something clearly, or maybe the person you're dealing with or people that you're dealing with, maybe they're not. Again, you're trying to restore balance. Definitely trying to bring in a more balanced energy. Yeah, so pick and choose your battles, especially if you're dealing with like a group of people. Maybe they've got like the wrong ideas or something like that. And so this can be like people fighting, you know, and maybe, you know, no one's seeing things clearly. Looks are deceiving with this Seven of Cups. So, you know, maybe it is like all an illusion. Maybe you're looking at something and it's not what it appears to be. So yeah, I mean, this is a very interesting reading. You've got the Ace of Cups there. So this is what you're manifesting, a new beginning. All right, what is the additional guidance for Scorpio? All right, let's see. We've got timeout and retreat. Look at that. Take time for a much needed break and relax. And then seek and receive consolation from God to overcome a difficult experience. This is a time for reflection, solitude, and contemplation. I think that this resonates very much. You're trying to restore balance in some way this week, emotionally, mentally. Looks are deceiving. Maybe a group of people are lying or they're wearing masks. There's something like that going on here, but I see you like distancing yourself. I see you looking at a situation very closely, and then we see you manifesting. This Ace of Cups for some of you is some self-love. It's you definitely like maybe refilling your cup, taking that time out. A much needed break is needed. Yeah. So take a break, Scorpio. Don't be afraid to take a break. Maybe you think if you take a break or pull back your energy that, you know, a bunch of people will get mad or something like that. But again, fear is an illusion. All right, what is the guidance on the love front? We've got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. All right, so some of you could still be healing from a past situation, needing to stay positive. All right, who is Scorpio dealing with? Virgo, and then we've got Cancer. And Gemini is peeking out as well, so maybe a Gemini, Cancer, or Virgo. Alright guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Alright, let's move on. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Sagittarius. Alright, first card out is the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Tower, Strength, the Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, the World, Nine of Cups, the Hierophant. Oh wow, look at this. Overall energy is the Two of Cups. We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So the Devil has showed up a lot for this week's readings. So watch your other signs. For some of you, a Capricorn may be significant. Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. Maybe you're a cusper. First card out is the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. But we've got the Devil, the Ten of Wands. Oh, look at this, Judgment. Wow. Two of Swords and the Empress. Five of Cups. The Star is there as well. All right, so don't lose faith. For some of you Sagittarius, this is you releasing. Letting go of something that is weighing you down. Could be toxic. Yeah, so for some of you, this is you releasing. There may be a realization here this week. With this Tower energy, you may realize something. For others, you know, maybe you already did. This is you releasing. Something's been a struggle. Maybe you were not seeing something, or maybe you were not seeing a way out for some of you, and you may have like lost hope, lost faith here. But there's definitely new energy coming in. I do see you feeling inspired, getting inspired here. Ace of Wands. You may have an amazing idea this week, Sag. We've got the Two of Cups here. So a relationship, a partnership may be significant. If a relationship was weighing you down, if something was toxic, if it was a toxic pattern or a toxic friendship, I mean, for some of you, you may be done. It's a general reading, so this could be like wrapping something up. If the relationship isn't over, it could be just a period of time, like a pattern that is over with. But this definitely can be the universe stepping in here. And like giving you a push. And this could be with a relationship for some of you. I mean, it could be with a relationship. For others, this can be you working with spirit. Something's been difficult, and this is you being strong here. Yeah, for some of you, this is you working with spirit. There is some sort of shake-up with the Tower, some sort of chaos. And so this really feels like it could be home, family, work, something financial. There's some sort of mess or some sort of chaos. And for some of you, I feel like this is you working with spirit here. As far as you moving through this, you do have strength. So that is great. You did have the Star at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is you listening to your inner self here. You've got the Hierophant. You've got the World. So a Taurus may be significant. Taurus season may be significant. Leo may be significant. For some of you, you could be turning someone or something down. So if you've got too much on your plate, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you may reject someone or something this week. For some of you, it may be an ex, maybe a friend, maybe an ex. Somebody from your past may be reaching out to you this week. And so if you felt like that relationship was toxic or whatever, wasn't the best, I mean, you're over it. This is you good all on your own with the World, the Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, you're good. I mean, you can always rebuild with the Tower. You can create a stronger foundation. But for some of you, I feel like you're good. So you may just like let something crumble because you're good. Others, I mean, this is a chance to maybe come together again with someone from your past and maybe like build a stronger foundation here. So yeah, it's quite the interesting reading. Very positive though. Again, this Devil has been showing up. Now, maybe Capricorn season is significant. For those of you that are writing a book, or you wrote a book, or you did some sort of like creative project, this could be something going like global. So things going in your favor. There may be a wish coming in. For some of you, there's some sort of big achievement or success that is coming in. Let me see, what is the Devil for Sagittarius? 8 of Cups, yeah. So, yeah, this is you maybe letting go of maybe some beliefs, or maybe, again, a pattern, something, letting go of something that's no longer serving you. There's the 9 of Pentacles. All right, what is the additional guidance for Sagittarius? You've got beautiful souls. You inspire and uplift others. So yeah, maybe you're going to be there for a friend this week with this energy. Could also be a child, could be a sibling. This could be you helping another person. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Take small steps to diminish your worrying. Know that it is going to be okay, and so it is. So this is at the bottom. All right. What is the guidance on the love front for Sagittarius? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, and then make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. All right, let's see who you're dealing with. Who is Sagittarius dealing with? Capricorn. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn and then Leo. Look at that. All right, Sag, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Capricorn. All right, that was Temperance. First card out, Temperance. So that's interesting. You definitely could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I just did their reading and you came up a lot, Capricorn, in their reading. Temperance, the Ace of Cups, 8 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, overall energy, Death. All right. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you're over something. Someone, something, you're over it. That's what I'm getting with this. Yeah. For some of you Capricorns, you're telling someone that, you know, you're over it. You're over this relationship, this friendship, this job. You're creating a change. I feel like with Death in this position, this is you putting a stop to something. You're ending something. You yourself definitely could be transforming, a lot of inner growth going on at this time. But yeah, you could be giving someone some news. 3 of Cups here at the bottom, 6 of Wands, Justice, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Maybe you felt conflicted as far as making this change. For some of you, you felt conflicted. I'm getting a lot of like conflicting energies here. Some internal stuff going on. A lot of fear, a lot of like thinking the same thoughts over and over again. So yeah, fear is an illusion. You've got 2 aces here, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Seven of Wands. This is you knowing exactly what it is that you want. Very fierce, protective, defensive energy. But then you've got this Eight of Swords. So maybe, you know, some of you, you may have gotten hurt in the past. Something, yeah, really broke your heart. You don't want to feel that again. So maybe on the love front, maybe you keep people at a distance because you don't want to let them get close to you, or close enough where they can hurt you. So yeah, for some of you, this is a lot of fear around getting hurt again. For others, this could be success with a legal battle. You've got justice here, so I do see you celebrating. If not your legal battle, this could be like a friend, somebody around you. Maybe you're going out with them, you're celebrating their success. Feeling conflicted. But you've got 6 wands. You've got 6 wands there at the bottom of the deck. You've got the 5 of wands, the ace of wands. There's 6 wands here. Success is coming in. But definitely needing to pick and choose your battles. Don't get distracted. This is like a very petty energy. So the message here is definitely focus on these new possibilities, this new energy coming in. Could be a new love. But again, some of you, you're afraid of getting hurt. Let's see. Capricorn. Let's take a look at death. We are in Scorpio season right now. What is death for Capricorn? Interesting. So yeah, for some of you, if you do have like a legal matter that's ongoing, it could be because someone betrayed you or cheated you in some way with that 7 of Swords. And this is an ending here with that. Got the 7 of Pentacles there. Let's see, 3 of Swords for Capricorn. Knight of Rods, moving forward, leaving that energy behind. Five of Wands for Capricorn. Strength. Yeah, so remaining calm. Rock solid for some of you. There's Temperance. You've got Temperance twice. So you're definitely being guided and protected. Yeah, don't let anybody trigger you. Don't let anybody push your buttons. If you're getting mad, if you're getting like super emotional, if you're feeling heartbroken, whatever it is, just don't let anybody trigger you. For some of you though, this is you taking off. Again, I feel like you're over something. What is the additional guidance? Light of hope. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire, and then surrender your battles. The angels are asking you to hold your peace and surrender the battle to them. Interesting. I feel like both of these cards resonate with the tarot. Surrender your battles. Have faith. Stay positive. All right, what is the guidance on the love front? So this came out immediately. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. Separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. So for some of you, maybe you are separated from your partner. That could be a legal separation. That could be due to career, finances. But you're going to move past this. So I see you moving past this. Those of you that are partnered and you guys are separated for whatever reasons, I see you working through this. Try to stay positive. Who is Capricorn dealing with? All right, we've got Cancer and we've got Fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Alright guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Alright, let's move on. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius. All right, Judgment. First card out, the Devil. 10 of Pentacles, Justice. 8 of Cups. Page of Wands, 2 of Wands. King of Cups, overall energy, 5 of Swords. So another sign had the 5 of Swords as the overall energy, so definitely watch your other signs. If you're dealing with someone, watch theirs. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Interesting energy. So I've been seeing the 5 of Swords a lot, Aquarius, this week. I've been seeing the Devil come out a lot. 5 of Swords can be you feeling defeated. It is my headache card, so something may be a nightmare or something's giving you a headache. King of Swords though, so if this is a problem, you definitely may solve it here with this energy. Justice, King of Swords. Especially if you feel played with or used or anything like that. Yeah. With the Knight of Wands. If you see some stuff going on around you, this could be you taking fast action here as far as like helping someone. Or you're helping yourself freeing yourself with Judgment and the Devil. So there may have been a situation or a blockage, some sort of restrictive energy, or even bad judgment. So you may have judged a situation wrong, a person, something like that. But there is a realization. So for those of you that like made the wrong decision, you definitely could be realizing that. Others, yeah, I really feel like this is you like feeling played in some way with this Five of Swords here. This can be a legal matter for some of you Aquarians. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here with justice. So could be a divorce, could be a lawsuit. There may be some sort of legal situation. You could be dealing with a King of Cups. So that could be a water sign, but really could be any sign. Could be Capricorn, could be Libra, Scorpio, possibly Aries. I'm definitely seeing a decision needed. So I do feel like you are letting go. You are releasing someone or something that is no longer serving you. This may be connected to family or a marriage for some of you. So releasing maybe somebody that, I don't know, maybe you feel betrayed by this person, or maybe you feel like it was just a toxic relationship, or they were using you. But yeah, I feel like you're making a life-changing decision this week. Let's see, what is the Five of Swords for Aquarius? Yeah, for some of you, this is you feeling betrayed, feeling defeated. Maybe there was a third party, a negative influence. Even if it's not like cheating or anything like that, it could be family. Let's see, what is the Devil? Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, maybe a soulmate, maybe this definitely could be like a karmic lesson. Something didn't work out. Queen of Rods, could be with a Queen of Rods. Yeah, but some of you, you're healing. Your heart is broken. You're healing. let's get you an additional guidance card. Aquarius, additional guidance. You also have Light of Hope. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. So if you made like I don't want to say wrong choice, but if you like misjudged someone or something in the past, some of you are maybe realizing like you need to make up for it or apologize or something. There's something like that going on here. Hidden treasures. Bring your creative ideas and hidden talents to life. Present your gifts to the world. So you may find something. You may find something out. You may learn something. There may be some sort of hidden blessing here. What is the guidance on the love front, Aquarius? We've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So yeah, the choice is yours. I'm definitely seeing a decision here, Aquarius. We've got Aries and then water. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. All right, Aquarius. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Pisces. You've got the Five of Wands, first card out. So that card's been coming out a lot for this week. There's the Devil. So I've also seen the Devil a lot this week as well. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Justice, Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Magician, which I think you've been pulling that card a lot. Knight of Pentacles. So you could be manifesting something, Pisces, and it's like taking forever. The process is like very slow moving. For some of you, this is you manifesting more money, maybe a better job. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely getting impatient. Queen of Cups is here. Queen of Pentacles is here. Kind of throwing your hands up here with the situation. All right. Some of you are changing your mind a lot here this week. So, do you stay? Do you go? I'm kind of getting that sort of energy. Like start, stop, start, stop. That's the sort of vibe that I'm getting here, Pisces. You have the Magician. The Magician is the overall energy. You've got everything you need when it comes to you creating change in your life. I don't know if you're moving very slowly, or maybe you're going through some sort of process and it's taking forever. This could be like a legal process. Some of you are feeling stuck or blocked, limited. You may work in a very competitive environment. There may be a lot of greed. So you're feeling a little stuck, but you have the tools and the resources that you need when it comes to creating change. And that's what you're doing. I mean, this is definitely energy, Pisces, where you feel like, enough is enough. For some of you, I mean, it may feel like rock bottom in some way. The only way you can go is up. Yeah, so for some of you, this is a matter of like you finding your spark, or you having the energy or the inspiration to take matters into your own hands here and to create change in your life. But I don't know if there's like some inner stuff that's going on, some sort of for some of you, this is a lot of internal stuff. So not believing in yourself, depression. There's some things going on there that need to balance out. For some of you, they are, but maybe it's taken a long time. Distractions, people, negative influences, whatever it is, there may be something that is like interfering with your growth. That could be a person, that could be multiple people, that could be multiple behaviors, it could be a mindset, it could be a number of different things, but there's some sort of interference here. It could be you. It could be self-sabotage for some of you. This is maybe you thinking the worst about yourself. There's a lot of self-doubt here with this energy. So I don't know if maybe something like failed in the past, or you may have suffered a loss in the past, financial loss for some of you. And so this is a struggle. This is definitely like a struggle to get back on your feet, a struggle to get out of debt. For some of you, this is debt. To improve your life in some way, and there's some sort of negative influences. There's some internal stuff as well. For some of you, honestly, this is like battling your demons here. So some sort of internal stuff that you need to work on. Some sort of karmic energy here around a situation as well. I would watch my spending. The devil can represent excess. So for some of you, I mean, maybe you're buying things that you can't afford. So be careful of that. Others, you may have like negative influences around you. You may have a fire sign, an earth sign around you. But you've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. News is coming in. I feel like this is also you feeling inspired. So maybe realizing something cannot go on the way it is. There's something like that here. And I know that this is very specific. This is probably the most specific reading I've done for this week. So don't shoot the messenger, Pisces. If you don't resonate, just watch your other signs. But yeah, this is like super specific here with this one. Maybe a Capricorn, a Libra is significant, possibly Virgo, maybe Gemini. But let's take a look at, we're going to look at the Devil. So yeah, pick and choose your battles. For some of you, you may need help. If something is out of control, you may need help with this. This could be you taking action as far as getting that help. Let's see, what is the Devil? I feel like with the Magician, you have the ability to take back your power and to create the change in your life that is needed. Strength, yeah, look at that. So yeah, I mean, you have the ability to overcome your fears, to battle whatever demons or competition that you have around you. You can face this head on, whatever this is for you. Let me see, what is the Five of Wands? There could be temptation around you this week. High Priestess. There's an inner knowing here. Again, some internal struggles going on, that's for sure. But there's also an inner knowing. So who has your back, who doesn't, who's trying to trigger you? You're going to know all of that. You're a Pisces. So your intuition is definitely speaking to you. You definitely could be manifesting this Ace of Cups, which is healing vibes. Yeah, healing could be after a loss. Look at this. This is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look at this. You're rising up from this. So however you resonate, for some of you, maybe this was a loss of a home. Others, it's a new beginning. Maybe you went through a very, very tough time. For some of you, this can be a legal situation, maybe a legal battle. It's been very costly. What is the additional guidance? Angel of action. Take action toward your destiny. Yeah, look at this. You've got this Ace of Cups. Take action. They're telling you to move out of this time of lack. Archangel Michael. Michael provides protection and strength. So you're protected. Definitely being guided. All right, what is the guidance on the love front for Pisces? Past life relationship, you've known each other before, and then make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. This could be with a friendship, a family relationship. There could be a past connection that's significant. Who is Pisces dealing with? We've got Scorpio and Pisces. All right, Pisces, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. I do want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, all of my information is listed down below.